The secret strategy. Cleary versus Hynes. Who is the best halfback in the NRL right now? Can a single pivot in the storm of a grand final decide which heartbeat echoes loudest through rugby league's cathedral? The floodlights of Accor Stadium carve silver pathways across the turf on a September evening in 2025, where 80,000 souls converge like pilgrims to witness the ancient duel of halves. On one side stands Nathan Cleary, heir to Penrith's dynasty, his silhouette etched against the skyline like a statue already half-carved by history. On the other, Nicho Hynes, Cronulla's prodigal son, eyes wide with the hunger of a man who has tasted premiership bronze and now craves gold. The scoreboard flickers in the dying light of regular time, 18 all. The air is thick with salt from the nearby harbor and the metallic tang of anticipation. Cleary adjusts his headgear with the calm of a surgeon. Hynes bounces on his toes, whispering affirmations to the night. Please like, share, and subscribe for more sport talk content. 80 minutes have been a masterclass in contrast. Cleary's spiral bombs hanging like chandeliers, Hynes' sleight of hand passes threading needles through collapsing defenses. Yet the game has distilled itself to this. One set, one play, one heartbeat between two architects who build empires with their boots and brains. The ball emerges from the scrum like a pearl from chaos. Cleary calls it, voice steady as granite. He shapes to kick, then doesn't. Eyes scanning, calculating, the way a chess grandmaster sees 12 moves ahead while the board still burns. Hynes mirrors him 20 meters away, shark-like, reading the fight before it's born. Then the moment crystallizes. Cleary dummies left, draws 3 defenders, and floats a cutout pass that travels 15 meters on a string. The winger gathers it at full stride, dots down beneath the posts. The stadium exhales in a roar that rattles the crossbar. But wait, the replay shows Hynes trailing the play, diving desperately, fingertips brushing jersey, but never ball. The try stands. Penrith leads by 4 with 2 minutes remaining. The crowd fractures along fault lines of loyalty. Penrith faithful rise in a maroon and black tide, fathers lifting sons to witness the continuation of a dynasty. Cronulla supporters clutch scarves to mouths, eyes stinging with the salt of almost. A child in the outer asks why the man in blue looks suddenly small. His mother has no answer, only the weight of a season slipping through fingers. Hynes stands alone at halfway, hands on hips, staring at the replay screen as if willing the pixels to rearrange. Cleary jogs past, offers a nod, not gloating, but acknowledging the fraternity of those who steer storms. The gesture is brief, yet it lingers like incense in the cathedral of the game. Social media ignites before the conversion is taken. #Cleary Masterclass battles Hynes' heart across timelines. Slow motion replays dissect the pass frame by frame, the arc, the spiral, the millimeter perfect placement. A viral graphic overlays their stats. Cleary's 92% goal kicking, Hynes' 28 try assists, like scripture for the analytically devout. Newsrooms loop the footage beside historical montages. Andrew Johns in 2001, Cooper Cronk in 2018, now these two heirs apparent. Pundits speak in hushed tones of torch passing, of eras colliding. In lounge rooms from Campbelltown to Cairns, debates rage over dinner tables. Who is the true custodian of the number 7 jersey? The aftermath spills into the sheds. Cleary sits on a bench, ice pack on a knee that has carried dynasties, replaying not the winning pass, but the one he overcooked in the first half. Hynes stands beneath a shower that runs cold, letting water trace the lines of a face that has smiled through adversity since Redfern Juniors. Neither speaks of victory or defeat. Both speak of gratitude. Historians unearth lineage, the cool precision of Alan Langer, the flair of Stacey Jones, the ice-veined clutch of Jonathan Thurston. Yet this rivalry feels fresh, a collision of systems and souls. Penrith's machine versus Cronulla's mosaic. Data versus destiny. The NRL's global feed crashes under the weight of 1 million simultaneous searches for Cleary versus Hynes highlights. The reflection begins at dawn, when the city wakes to headlines that crown and crucify in equal measure. Yet beneath the binary lies nuance. Cleary's mastery is not arrogance, but inheritance owned to a razor's edge. Hynes' brilliance is not desperation, but defiance forged in the furnace of doubt. Both are halfbacks, yet both are more. Mirrors reflecting what the game demands of its conductors. Coaches speak of preparation, of video sessions that stretch into midnight, of the mental chess played long before boots touched turf. Captains speak of trust, of surrendering ego to the playmaker's vision. Children ask which jersey to buy, and parents answer with stories. Of the night Cleary kicked a 40-meter field goal in Golden Point, of the night Hynes ran 80 meters to score with a busted ankle. Pundits who once pitted legends against each other now advocate for coexistence. The NRL announces a halfback summit, Cleary and Hynes mentoring juniors side by side. Grassroots clinics swell as kids practice spiral bombs and show-and-goes, dreaming of steering their own storms. Somewhere, a scientist measures decision-making speed and wonders why leadership weighs nothing at all. Years from now, documentaries will slow the pass to quarter speed, overlay it with swelling strings, narrate it in the past tense. But in this raw present, the reflection belongs to every kid tugging a too-big jersey over pajamas, every retiree nursing a beer and a memory, every mother who packed cut oranges for under-sevens and dreamed her son might one day stand where they stand. I don't play to be the best, Cleary tells a journalist on a rain-slick training paddock, steam rising from shoulders that have carried more than goal-kicking duties. I play to make the bloke next to me better. If that's enough to be remembered, I'll take it. Hynes' words come days later, scrawled on a fan's poster and read aloud on talkback radio. The scoreboard doesn't measure heart. It measures moments. I'll keep chasing the next one until the legs give out. The host pauses mid-sentence, clears his throat, moves quickly to commercials. Listeners sit in cars at traffic lights, eyes glassy, remembering their own childhood sprints. Another quote from Cleary, softer, to a teammate's child chasing kicks. The game's bigger than any one pass. Win or lose, you leave something behind for the next kid to build on. The child nods solemnly, then mimics the spiral bomb into the dusk. So we watch the clip again and again, volume low, hearts high. We see the dummy, the draw, the delivery into eternity. We understand that greatness is not the try itself, but the vision to see it before it exists, the trust to release it before it's safe. And in that trust, we find our own dormant leadership. The stadium lights dim, but the afterimage lingers. Two silhouettes against green, one pass threading the eye of a needle, a promise that the game's future is safe in hands that know when to hold and when to let go. Because rugby league is not the individual, but the interplay. The halfback who sees the unseen, the teammate who runs the line he's drawn in faith, the crowd that rises as one to salute the architecture of dreams. It is the space between call and execution where miracles are manufactured. In the end, the strategy was never secret. It was the courage to believe the pass would land, the humility to run for another man's vision,